One of the comments we get on this channel, we've gotten it a bit lately, is where's Baylee? Well, we're going to talk to our prodigal pilot in the hangar. Hello, welcome to In the Hangar. I'm Dan Milliken.
I'm Baylee Ward.
And you can't see Christy here, but...
and I'm Christy Wong.
So we're throwing a wrench on the system here, so we're going to just be really loose here. We have gotten some questions of what happened to Baylee? You had Baylee on here. So Baylee, the people are missing you.
Oh, that's so touching. What? Okay.
Baylee disappeared. Well, it's the return of the Baylee.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Star Wars collab. Anyway, so basically, I graduated from high school in May of last year and moved off to college. And like most people and most pilots, life gets crazy. It was a total change of scenery, so I've just kind of lost touch with aviation, sadly. But I'm obviously getting back into the swing of things. You know, I miss it so much, and it's something that I want to keep pursuing ultimately. So I'm just kind of getting back involved.
Well, what struck me, we tape these out of order. So we've already had Baylee host a couple of episodes, and she hosted an episode on Rusty Pilots because she told me via text that would be a really good one and everything else because that's what she is. And so then she tells Pat Brown, who we had on there, Pat asked her, well, how long, and she's like, 3 months.
But when you've got less than 200 hours, not flying for 3 months is a long time. I mean, because of my schedule, weather, and airplane maintenance, I went a month and a half recently without flying the Warrior. That's a really long time to not fly the Warrior. So when I finally got back into it, I was like, okay, let me just get my bearings straight. And I have over 1,000 hours in the Warrior.
Okay, well, see, Lola went into the shop at one point and was in the shop for 8 months. Although I had to get my recurrent training. And I mean, I did stuff safely. I did not ever once think of myself as a rusty pilot.
Dan, you are a different breed of human.
Yeah.
You are like a robot. You're like, I'll fly that ILS down to minimums. And I'm like, Dan, we should probably talk about this first. You fly a single engine piston, yeah.
Well, I still did. I want to be safe, and the whole superior judgment trumps superior skills is to me first before I talk to anybody else. Yeah. I get that.
To your credit, I will say we did go up in the Warrior a few times during that hiatus from Lola.
Yes, there was still aviation stuff I did.
And that's fine.
I went up in Matt Wells 182, I think, during that time as well to keep current and everything.
Yeah, but for Baylee, who's such a young pilot, and I don't mean that via your age, I mean just the fact that she has so few hours. Pilot atrophy is a real thing. So for her, she is a rusty pilot. If she feels like she's a rusty pilot.
Well, and that's what Pat Brown said. Do you feel like a rusty pilot? Yes, then you are.
Yeah.
But you're starting to get through it. You've gotten through now your first semester of college.
Yes.
So where are you at, and what's next? What's the next semester look like?
So, back up a little bit. Last semester, obviously the transition was crazy, but ultimately school went well, things went well, great. But every time that I would come in, I was like, okay, I'm gonna fly, head back home, I'm ready to get in the plane. And then we had maintenance issues, and that has been the primary factor the past 3 months, honestly. So now with that issue being resolved, getting back into it, looking forward to this semester and the summer, I really want to knock off a bunch of that rust, become proficient again, do the things that I need to do.
Maybe work on that instrument.
Maybe work on that instrument.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's, like I said, I don't want to just do aviation recreationally. Of course I love it, but I also want to keep learning. So pursuing my instrument really soon would be awesome and something I definitely look forward to doing.
And being able to do some of the taking off stuff or the in the
Yes,
hangar stuff just on the side, obviously it's a huge time commitment, I can confirm. Mm-hmm. So I completely understand you have to prioritize your life. And as much as we miss you, you know, even just getting you once a year is still Still good.
I'll take
yes,
that.
yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Absolutely.
I was telling Dan, I was like, hey, I'm so rusty, but please, I will come on if there's any videos I can talk about. And he was like, absolutely.
Oh no, we got you. Like we've been, and of course we've been talking all day, but like,
Yes, yes.
no, we got your back. We love you. We want you here.
Yes,
for sure.
oh, I love that.
So what are you now? I mean, we talked to you a year ago about what you want to do when you grow up. Now that you're in
I'm
college,
still trying to figure it out.
yeah, what are
Me
you?
too.
What are you going to study? Where are you at with where you want to go with your career?
Okay, so ultimately, right now I'm studying sport management and marketing at Texas A&M. So basically, the business
Sport
side,
management.
yes, the business
Okay.
side of professional sports. Kind of weird. People are like, air aviation, like how does this relate? Ultimately, I would love to fly for a team professionally, and I think networking is huge within the industry. Sports are very similar to the aviation industry in that sense. You know, it's not about who you know, it's who knows you. So making those connections now is kind of what I'm pursuing. I picked up a job with the Texas A&M football team recently, and I just got a job with Red Bull as a student marketer. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so those are kind of the things that I'm working
Red
on
Bull
right
gives
now.
you wings.
I know, and I mentioned that in my interview. I was like,
You
hey,
were a
look.
shoo-in. Oh my gosh.
was like,
How
I'm
could
just
they
gonna
not
say it,
hire
so-
you after that?
They were like, oh my gosh, we love that. So I was like, okay.
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing, here we go. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But pursuing something with sports and aviation would kind of be my dream. I mean, those are my passions. So that's where I'm at.
Definitely niche, but
Yes.
if anybody can do it, I totally have faith in you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's oddly specific for sure, but I mean, I have faith in myself.
And here's the thing: is if things change and you decide to deviate this way or that way, that's okay too.
Right.
Like find your path. It's okay to veer off the flight plan for a little bit.
Yeah,
you
pun
know.
intended. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling my parents
Marketing.
about marketing. I was telling my parents about that earlier. Just kind of catching up as far as like what it is I want to do, and ultimately like these are just different tools in my bag. you know?
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you this, like probably some of the best advice that I could give to you or any young individual. I got degrees that don't relate to aviation at all, but they got me to where I am now. And
Exactly.
it's funny because I'm using my earlier college degrees and my earlier job experience and stuff like that in what I do today. So like your future, like everything that you are doing now is going to lead up to what you're doing in the future. Everything that I did in my past has not only led to this moment that I'm in now, but it really, I fall back on a lot of those things. I used to be, when I was in college, undergrad, I was a server at Outback. And you would not think that that would relate at all to what I'm doing now. But the people skills and everything,
Communication,
everything I did, like I feel like all of that kind of drove me to where I am now.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that I've talked about within a bunch of my classes recently. Like, I've had professors come up to me and have noticed my communication skills, and I'm like, aviation, because I mean, that's such a crucial part of being a pilot is effective communication skills, handling high stress situations, things that people don't realize that do translate into every other aspect of your life.
Exactly. And as a pilot, you use checklists, so you're very checklist oriented and
Yes.
you take direction very well.
Absolutely.
So, and you stay flexible. So like there's all these different skill sets there that you don't even realize. You're like, it's like your flight instructor is like the Miyagi and you're like Daniel's son, Baylee's son,
Right.
and you're like wax on, wax off, turn left, turn right, you
Yes.
didn't even realize, but those are crucial skill sets that are just going to set you up for success for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
Well, the thing is, you are always welcome here on the Taking Off team. And
Well, thank you.
if you create content, send it to us. We'll have some Baylee episodes. If you don't, it's okay.
Yeah.
You are experiencing and living life, and that's what your job is right now.
Right.
To kind of figure out what you want to do. That's the point you are in your life. We support you in that 100%.
Thank you all. I can't tell you how much that means to me.
It's okay. She'll have time when we're doing like season 17. and then we'll get some more when she gets through college
There we
and everything
go.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in the old person's home, and she'll be hosting it. And
It's okay,
and she'll
Grandpa.
be
It's okay. Then I'll be doing
clean the
this.
drawer.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this?
I don't know.
By then we'll have the technology. We'll just have an AI Dan here.
Yeah, there you go.
And he'll be like,
You're
and
right.
I'm Dan Milliken. And we'll actually make it do this.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Perfect.
Where that is come
Can somebody
from?
please help me create an AI Dan that's like,
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen.
welcome to Taking
Viewers,
Off.
No,
take
and-
note.
I'm Dan Milliken. I'd like to thank our 13 sponsors.
Well, speaking of which, let's thank our sponsors and close this out. We had Gavin from 67 Designs in the house, but he just left. But 67d.com for the best camera mounts and cell phone mounts that you can have in your airplane or your car. Also, Clemens Insurance, Jerry at clemensinsurance.net has saved me a lot of money. We've got Marshall Protective Services, mpsprotects.com. The owner is in the house as well. So
He's in the hangar.
He's in the hangar, so yeah, that's right. And Colton Mortgage, coltontakingoff.com. We've got Flying Eyes, had the best glasses for helmets and headsets.
Come on, Dan. You could do it. Round it off.
FlyingEyesOptics.com. Use our discount code, taking off all caps, one word, C-Vision.
You're so close. Yes.
At cvision.com for the brightest landing and taxi lights out there. So take us home. Actually,
Land the
Baylee,
I was gonna say I'm not even in the shot. All right, where am I?
you are in
looking?
the shot. That camera
Okay,
right there.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you, of course. We appreciate all your support. Thank you guys so much. If you want to see me jump out of an airplane, apparently at 100,000 subscribers, then please subscribe to our videos, like and share our content. We'll see you all next time.
In the hangar.
Woo.